Hi everyone. In this video series, I will discuss about the STKO, that is a scientific toolkit for OpenSees, and I will be briefly doing discussion on its various components and toolbars and all these preprocessor and post-processor components in detail, and I'll try my best with whatever I have learned about the software. I'll try to convey this whole process in a very brief and detailed manner. So, STKO is an advanced graphical user interface that is designed specifically for OpenSeas, and it provides an easier and more intuitive way to interact with OpenSeas. So it's a powerful but complex software for structure analysis if you are trying to start it. In the beginning, it is very complex, but then as soon as you try to start learning the software, then it become very easy for you to understand the software. So um, it is linked with OpenSeas, and the trainings are available on its official website. Still, if you want to learn in-depth analysis, so there are a lot of YouTube series on their website in which you can learn a lot about this software. This course currently I am recording is basically about the very basics of OpenSeas, and it's not that much an advanced series, but just an introductory series which will cover the uh, basics of the STKO software for OpenSea. So it's basically a preprocessor. And basically, it is user-friendly front-end program for OpenSeas, and it allows us to build complex structures, models visibly, just like we do in Abacus and other softwares. So the thing is, if we are working with OpenSeas that has no graphical user interface, so we cannot use that. However, if we are trying to learn it, then I think it's easy to use the OpenSea software with STKO to understand the behavior properly. My software have some bugs when I installed it, so in material definition, I'm facing some difficulties. However, so far I have learned about this uh, software. It's a very useful tool for building these complex structural models visually in this environment. So, the definition of the material properties, loads, and constraints, all these things are very easy in this interface as compared to using the OpenSea's command prompt, and uh, the simulation running and analysis results are very easy in it, and also visualization and interpretation of the data is very more accessible in this graphical user interface. So it has various components, and it's very easy to use, but you have to be very careful about giving attention to the tools that are present in this software. And at the end, you will be able to understand the software very easily. So it's not difficult. Basically, STKO simplifies the process of using OpenSeas and making it more accessible to engineers, researchers, and others who may not be able to be familiar with the underlying code-based approach of using the OpenSea software. There are some key advantages of using STKO with OpenSeas. I'm not going to do discussion on the installation of OpenSeas and downloading those stuff, etc. Those are available on YouTube. But it's a powerful tool, and it can handle large model with million of degree of freedoms. It's leveraging OpenSea's parallel processing capabilities. Also, it is a creative and sophisticated interface, so it allows users to build entry sphere models and visualize data in an aesthetically pleasing and informative manner. So I think it's flexible as well because STKO offer uh, Python scripting capabilities for advanced customization and automation with the OpenSees environment. And if you are interested more about this, then I think you should go to the ASDR educational software website and study about the getting starting in OpenSeas with STKO tutorial. So they have a very best playlist series, and they are arranging the uh, training seasons, etc. However, I will try to explain about this software and its toolbars, etc., in very detailed manner. There are some easy to use approaches when we are working with this software. So, as I discussed, the STKO is a very best program for data visualization based on the complexities for OpenSeas. And by using OpenSeas, I think as per the documentation, uh, we can create a TCL command language input files for OpenSeas, and then after processing it, and then we can read the output files and data from the post processor with graphical user interface. A lot of these options are available here, and we can reload ODB, we can open ODB database, sorry, and we can close database. We can save them, we can create copies from them, and we can create plots based on these, and we can create charts, etc., based on the options that are available here with us. So this is related to post processor module, and we can create geometry, we can assign local axes, we can do selection sets and geometry modeling. I imported these. We can do instructions, we can do definitions, and we can do physical property. In case if you are wondering the interpretation of the local axis of the OpenSeas, so it's a bit different as compared to the abacus in orientation. In abacus, the vertical axis lies in this green here. So the red one is the x-axis, the green one is the y-axis, and the blue one is the z-axis. However, here it is rotated with with 90-degree about z-axis. So you have to be very careful about working with these notations and interpreting the results here. So that's how you should be careful about this software capabilities. So just in case if you want to understand this software, so I think you should study the documentation that is available on OpenSea, sorry, STKO SDA software developer website. So I think you should download the documentation of the STKO interface to understand the software. And it will enable you to manage models with full control. And I think this program through two modules that I mentioned here. The first one is the preprocessor, which is related to the geometry modeling and all these steps, and the second one is the post processor, which is related to the results, etc. Um, if we talk about the system requirement, so it will not take that much um, of the memory from your laptop. So I will discuss this in the next video. But make sure you watch this playlist because it's a very introductory playlist series, and it's based on the documentation. Just in case if you have any questions, you can connect with me on my ResearchGate profile, as well as you can also connect with me on my WhatsApp number, that is 0344090787 with country code. It is +923440907874. So uh, I will be available on WhatsApp as well, and I will answer all the doubts that are originating in your mind. So I think it's not difficult to getting started with this software, and with little by little improvement we can do a lot of discussion on this software and study its capabilities. Thank you so much for watching.